this really cold Monday morning.
Yes, it is.
My co-host, the legendary Dollar Bill Lawson.
The cold Dollar Bill Lawson.
You look very Christmassy.
Well, you know
like
why
it.
I've got red on?
Yeah.
Red and blue. Today, wait a minute. Can I do this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
You can
here we
do
go.
what
Wait a
you
minute. Today is the 250th birthday of the United States Marine Corps. 250 years. They're actually a year older than the United States of America, if you think about it. Because next year is the 250th anniversary of our country. They were formed in a year before 1776 and 1775 to fight the British for the American cause, for the colonies. So today is 250 years we've had the United States Marine Corps. Very proud day, the 10th of November every year. I used to send my cousin. My dad was a Marine. I enlisted in the Marine Corps for PLC, and they wouldn't take me because my eyes were too bad. And then my cousin fought in Vietnam, flying Phantom jets. I had another cousin that was in the Marines, and our family's all entrenched in it. And I'm very proud to be a supporter of the Marines and an honorary member of the Marine Corps League. And this is a big day for all my Marine Corps friends, because you know what they say, somebody said, well, he was a Marine. They'll stop you right there and say, no, he wasn't a Marine. He is a Marine. Mm-hmm. You're once a Marine, always a Marine.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I just want to say thanks. If you know anyone who was a Marine Corps, in the Marine Corps, please wish him a happy birthday today. Chesty Puller will be proud of you. And we went to the Marine Corps recruiting station Saturday and took them some Marine Corps cigars and some libations so that they could celebrate wonderfully today. Awesome. The American Village is doing the cake cutting ceremony up near Montevallo. So if you're a Marine, you want to get up there about, I think, 1 o'clock, but get up there around 12:30, lunch hour. I think they're doing the cutting at 1. But you can go get you a piece of Marine Corps birthday cake and meet other fellow Marines, and it's a great day. So, next year when we hit the 250th birthday of the 1776, the beginning of the Revolutionary War, winning our independence, you'll know the Marines were already there a year ahead of us. So
that's awesome.
I think it's amazing. That's one of the regrets in my life that I couldn't be a Marine.
Yeah, you tried though.
I did try, but I had on contact lenses, and I forgot to tell. I wasn't even thinking about it, and I took the test and did really well on it, and then I went to my physical, and the guy said, was just checking this. So, do you ever wear glasses or contacts? I said, yeah. So he said, okay, we'll pop them out. So they were hard, and I took my hard contacts out, and I tried to read the card. I couldn't even see the card. I mean, I was so nearsighted and astigmatic. It was horrible. Now, I've had LASIK and then, other stuff since then. They didn't have that then. He said, sorry. And so I wrote a passionate letter to the Commandant of the Marine Corps asking for a waiver. And this is in 1970, 71. Yeah. This is when all the guys a lot of people were going to Canada, disavowing their own citizenship to the United States because they didn't want to fight in the Vietnam War, which, listen, I'd fight for their right to do that. Mm-hmm. I don't particularly respect it, but they have the right to express their feelings. That's what we fight for. So the Commandant wrote me back, and I saw the letter coming. I went, oh, my God, I might have a waiver. And I opened it up, and it was from the Commandant of the Marine Corps, and he said, he went into this thing about, son, we're in a conflict right now that, and there's so many young men who are willing to give up their very love of their own country just to keep from fighting. And it's a shame that we've got a young man who wants to be not only to fight for his country, but to be a Marine. But son, I'm afraid every Marine is a fighting Marine, and you can't even see the end of the barrel. Oh. And I went, oh man, it was disappointing. But I kept that letter for years, and I don't know what happened to it. It's
well, you moved.
I moved a bunch of times. I got a divorce. I went through stuff, and and I had a signed picture of Bear Bryant that I got because when I was a senior at Alabama, I like a little field mouse, scared to death. I went up to the athletic department. I just thought I could go in and ask the secretary if I could have a publicity picture of or buy one of Bear, because I was I was finishing up just before I graduated, like in May. And she said, "Sure, honey." And she handed me this nice, they had stacks of them, Bear Bryant pictures. I said, "Thank you, ma'am. Do I owe you anything?" She said, No. She said, she asked me about what was I going to major in, when, and all that stuff. And then I turned to leave, and she said, "Would you like Coach to sign it?" I said,
Yeah.
"Can I?" I said, "I'll come back and get it." He said, "No, he's in there now. Let me see if he's got time." And then I panicked because it was like going to see God,
Yeah.
And sure enough, she said, "Go, you can go on in. He's in there. He'll sign it for you." And I walked in, and never forget, I opened the door, and there was Bear Bryant sitting behind his desk. And of course, he looked up and went, I had no idea what he said. I just, I said, "Coach Bryant, sir, I didn't say Dollar. I'm Bill Lawson, and I'm getting ready to graduate in broadcasting. And I was just like that, couldn't get my words together, looked like an idiot, shaking. He said, "Hey, come on," and he talked to me a little bit, and I was trying to understand what he was saying to me. And so deep and gravelly, And he asked what I was majoring in, just very nice. And then he signed it to Bill,
And you don't know.
I went
where it
out of
is.
there. I was my feet never touched the ground. I walked out of the building. I had a bicycle back then to go around campus. I didn't have a car. So I went and got on my bike, rode straight to a framing shop. And I had enough money to get it framed. Of course, I think it cost $12 or something to get it framed. Cheap frame. But I had it framed right then. And with glass and everything. Really, for me, that was an expense.
Yeah.
Took it home, and I kept it for years. And I had a party when I was living up in Florence, Alabama, Muscle Shoals, that area. I was living in Sheffield. And by golly, the next morning I got up a little hungover, and I'd had it at my house, and it was gone. Somebody had stolen it. Somebody had taken my Bear Bryant sign, and to Bill, it said to Bill. And I didn't know, there were no other Bills at my party, so I don't know what happened to it, but somebody took it. So probably an Auburn fan and wanted to burn it in effigy. I don't know.
I just can't imagine why somebody would do that. If it's
I didn't either.
signed to you.
Is one of those parties where you invite some of your friends you work with and stuff. Remember, these are radio people. And then some of them would bring
They're
friends or dates. And a couple of people showed up that I don't even know who they were. They just had heard there was a party, and they came to it. And so, and we were drinking heavily. So anyway, that was the last I saw of my Bear Bryant picture. But I kept that letter from the Marine Corps for years, and I don't know what happened to it. But anyway, today, happy birthday, you jarheads, you leathernecks, you devil dogs, you crayon eaters. That's the new one, the crayon eaters. That one's just come up in the last 10 years.
That doesn't sound like a
Listen, the
nice
Marines are
thing
great.
to say.
You can say the most derogatory things about Marines in a general sense. They will embrace it. They don't get mad or upset about it. They like it. They were called devil dogs because of World War II, but it was fierce because of their fighting, or maybe World War I, as I think about it. But they've been known as leathernecks because they had when they were originally, they fought off the Navy ships. They were snipers and fighters. And since they fought with cutlasses, they would put these thick leather, their uniforms were thick leather so you couldn't cut their head off. If they swung at your neck, it would hit the leather and not cut your neck.
Okay.
So they're leathernecks. And then they're jarheads because during, World War II especially, they had that high and tight, flat top. They looked like jarheads. And then they were devil dogs, and now they're crayon eaters. And I'm not so sure how the crayon eaters think so.
Yeah,
But
I don't think that's very
you tell those Marines out there, men and women who are Marines, happy birthday. And thank you for your service. Thank you for our freedoms.
And tomorrow is Veterans Day.
Veterans Day.
So there's a lot of veterans things going on. I say
Big
a lot.
parade,
I know
of course,
a
in
couple.
Birmingham, the oldest parade in the nation.
Yep. And Montgomery has one too.
A lot of big cities do. I think Montgomery has one. Mobile, I think, has one. I don't know about Huntsville.
So, okay, we're going to thank our morning show sponsors, and when we come back, we'll talk about our weekend. We'll talk about some high school football, some college football.
Yes, college football, number 4 in the nation. Roll Tide.
Anyway,
Where's Auburn on the list? Where's Auburn's coach? Auburn's having a tough year. I know you're an Auburn fan. I'm just trying to goad you a little bit, but I'm loving it.
It's fun.
Yes,
Anyway,
it is.
thank you to our morning show sponsors, Chilton Mobile Home Supply, Julie Holderville and Country Financial Insurance, Central Alabama Wellness, Coca-Cola, United of Montgomery, my bestie, Mike Baker.
What color is the Coca-Cola cans? Oh, looks crimson red to me.
Oh, Lord, here we go. I don't know, Dollar Bill, if you noticed on Friday when you came in, our nice Coca-Cola cooler we have
I
out.
did. I stood and actually,
I
not only admired it, I think I drooled a little out there. It looks so good. It's beautiful.
Now we can fit all the Coca-Cola products
And they're
in
cold.
the coolers, and they're super cold. Oh my God! And he stacked them up so beautifully.
They
so
are. They look like
perfectly.
something in a store.
Everything is all So
Perfect.
when I get one, I have to reach from the back so I don't mess.
So you
up
don't mess
the
it
front.
up.
Yeah, because he worked really hard to get that.
It
is
looks perfect.
so awesome. I
It does.
love it.
It's all lit up with LEDs.
Yes,
Yeah.
it looks so good, especially when the lights are out.
Yeah, it's
And you
kind of
just
it's
got
a
the
nice little
Christmas
night
lights
light,
and
isn't
that
it?
going.
Oh, I need to come
the
back tonight and
ambiance.
just sit in a chair, pull up a
Yeah.
chair, and
Just
sit and
rock in a
stare at it like
chair.
watching television.
It's almost
Are we
better
gonna
than
open our
looking at a
cup?
Christmas tree. Yep. All right. So this is for you, Mikey. Ready? A 1 and a 2. Oh no.
Oh, you.
I wasn't ready.
Well,
My
that
finger
was
couldn't
my.
get out.
Now you can do yours.
Okay,
Wait a minute,
ready?
I'll make the noise when you do it.
Hold on. I can't get my finger. There we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. We messed that one all up. The one Thursday was really good. Oh yeah, that tastes super good.
Such a pretty color can too.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, thank you also to our Chilton Chamber of Commerce, Larry Puckett Chevrolet. They have the largest pre-owned inventory in the area. So before you go buy a car anywhere else, please go see Kurt and our friends at Larry Puckett Chevrolet and let them write you up a deal that you cannot turn down. Also, Putter Up in Pelham. They have a bunch of events coming up. So you're going to want to go to their Facebook page and their website and just check everything out. They have some kind of ugly sweater thing coming up.
Really?
They have something for they've got all kinds of stuff going on. There's so much that I can't even
Well, that's what their
say
webpage
it all.
is for.
So
isn't
that
it?
you're going to have to go there and check it all out. Also, thank you to Jake and his team at Save More. They have the freshest meats and produce anywhere. And also Old Orchard Amish Furniture. I saw Bruce last week for a little bit.
Did
I
you?
think
I
Baden
hadn't
went
seen
out
Bruce in a
there.
while. I need to go visit him.
Yes. Yeah, we need to definitely need to visit.
He's
got more stuff.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Well, I
And
need to pull one of his chairs that we have out here in front of the Coca-Cola thing and just stare at it.
Yep.
Turn the lights off.
If we get one of those rocker glider swivel things, you won't get anything out of me.
No.
0.
You're stuck.
Yeah.
You're
I'm
never
I'm
gonna
sitting
leave
there.
it.
That's what I want for my chair.
Wonder if-
Baden.
Wonder if Bruce
the
could
chair
have
I
the
want.
Amish build me a coffin. You know, a swivels coffin, so when I die, I could spend eternity rocking and swiveling in my coffin. Wouldn't that be fun?
Sure. Be a great time had by all.
Hey, at my age, you know, you got to think, you got to plan.
All right. Okay, it's 7:14. We're going
Old
to go ahead and take a
Amish-
break.
old Amish coffin.
Old Amish coffin. All right, when we come back, we'll talk about our weekend. We'll talk about football, some events happening around the area, and some news headlines. So y'all stay with us. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Dollar Bill broadcasting live from the Clanton Tractor Studio. We'll be right back. Workout Anytime in Clanton is now open. Your fitness, your schedule. We have top-of-the-line treadmills and weights, but we are more than just a gym. We bring luxury and results to your fitness routine. Relax in our sauna. Recharge with red light therapy. Refresh in our hydro massage beds. Get that glow with unlimited tanning and push your limits with dynamic classes. Need guidance? Our personal trainers are here to help you set your goals, stay motivated, and get real results. This is your space, your time, your transformation. Open 24/7. Workout Anytime, now open in Clanton.
Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you. Whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss, Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
Chilton Mobile Home Parts and Supply is your go-to destination for top quality mobile home parts and supplies in Clanton, Alabama. Conveniently located at 14023 County Road 29, just 3 miles east of Thorsby. We offer a diverse inventory, including underpinning, doors, windows, faucets, tubs, setup supplies, and more. Our commitment to quality ensures you'll find the best solutions for your mobile home needs. Upgrade your space with stylish doors and windows. Enhance functionality with top-notch faucets and tubs. All conveniently available in one place. Visit us today or call 205-646-1949. Transform your mobile home with Chilton, where quality meets convenience.
We are back. The time is 7:18. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Therese and Dollar Bill on
Good
this.
morning.
Holy moly, it's cold outside Monday.
Well, it's, right now it's 32 to 34 degrees, depending on where you are. So it's right at or just above the freezing point. Tonight it's going down in the 20s.
Yeah, hubby, but last night he went in search of our what do you call them? The
Spigot
little
covers.
or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
We bought some last year when it was getting really, really cold, and he went and got.
I got to
found
go find
those.
mine and put mine at the lake.
Yeah.
I'm okay where I live right now, but the lake, I'm worried about the lake because, of course, it's got a lot of, it's not as well insulated and all that, a trailer. It's an old trailer. So I've got to put spigot covers on them. I did transfer over the last couple of years a lot of stuff into PEX, so it will not split, it'll expand if it freezes. And that usually kind of helps, but
you can get pool noodles, cut them all the way down the middle.
Oh yeah, and put them as insulated lines.
Put them around. Oh, that helps keep them.
It does, unless you're on an outside wall that's not insulated.
True.
And then you can't use. It's hard to get anything between the wall and if it's copper.
Yeah.
I've tried all of them, and a lot of them have helped me. I've had a couple of split pipes. I had one on Christmas morning at 3 a.m. It was a Christmas back in the 80s. I remember I was living in my house when I was out in Roebuck.
Yeah.
And I had one copper pipe that came from the upstairs to the basement, and it came down on that outside cement block wall, and I'd put a noodle, split it, but all it did was push it against, it didn't go behind the.
Yeah.
And I heard a weird noise, and my dog started barking, and it was where the pipe had split right by where it went out to the faucet, but on the inside it was spraying. It was 20 to something or 18 degrees. It was Christmas morning, 3 a.m., and I had to get up Christmas morning, go down that cold basement because it didn't have any heat, and turn the water off. Then I had to turn the main off because we didn't have a cutoff for that. So I had to we had one flush of the toilets, each toilet, and that was it. And it was Christmas morning. We were going to get up, get dressed, and dress up fun and go to my parents' house and go to her, This my ex-wife. It was a nightmare.
Oh, that sounds
Terrible
like
Christmas morning.
had something similar happen around Thanksgiving. My sister had come up for Thanksgiving one year, and we had a septic issue, and they came out to fix it
On Thanksgiving?
and made it worse, and it was just a whole nightmare. And then
I
they
hate
got
septic.
ready to leave, and it was cold, and my brother-in-law opened the door, and his whole side window, his window shattered.
Shattered.
Yes. And then they had to leave there on that Sunday. I think it was Saturday
And
or
go back
Sunday,
to-
and go. No, had to go find somewhere to replace the window. They had
On
somebody
the
actually
day
meet
after
'em.
Thanksgiving? Or
Yeah, it was like
yeah.
that Saturday or Sunday.
Wow, at
They
least
tried
it
to find
wasn't
him to meet 'em.
Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah, no, it was. God, it seems like all kind of stuff like that happens sometimes on the holidays. And you have to
does.
call somebody on the holiday. You're not paying regular rates either.
No,
You're
no.
paying that
But
extra.
you know, I don't blame them. I mean, they've got a family and a life of their own too, and they got to stop what they're doing to come help you. I have no problem paying that extra. I don't like it, but I don't
Yeah.
have any problem with it because it's only fair.
Yeah,
But,
it's just it's only going to be cold like today and tomorrow. Now in Georgia, where I was, I went to Georgia over the weekend for my girls' trip, and we were staying in Beaufort, Georgia, and their weather alert was showing that they might have snow flurries tomorrow.
Well, you know,
there.
originally a week ago, I think it was James Spann was saying we might see snow flurries Monday, but everything changed and we got dry air, so
Yeah.
we don't have it. It's actually beautiful. You get up and you look out, and if your heater's working good in your house, you don't know how cold it is. And you look out and it looks so nice.
Uh-huh.
I did this morning to come here with you, and I went, oh, it's beautiful outside. And
Gorgeous.
the house was nice and comfortable. And so I just walked out with us. I didn't take a jacket or nothing. And the minute I got out on the steps and started out, I went, mistake.
But you don't want to walk back
I
inside.
went back
to get it?
inside, yeah, and got my
Did you?
little light jacket at least. Yeah, it's funny. The weather will invite you out, but the cold will send you right back
Yes,
in.
it will. It will.
Because it's also very breezy, by the way. If you're getting out today, it's going to be the gust of winds up to 30 miles an hour, and that's terrible wind chill. And I think it's only going up into the 40s today, so that still leaves the wind chill down in the 30s.
Yeah.
That's dangerous. Tomorrow, thank God, it is for Veterans Day where they do all the parades and have outdoor things. It's a little warmer.
Little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Little bit. I want to say good morning to some folks. Good morning to Ricky. He reminds us that we missed a great time on the Friendsgiving.
Yeah, I couldn't go. I had stuff I had to do. I wanted to go to his Friendsgiving.
Also, good morning, Mike, and good morning, Barry. So when I got home yesterday, we shopped till we dropped. When I went
Girls trip.
Yes, we went. We left out about 10 o'clock Friday morning. Went to Buckhead and shopped at this
Big mall there.
Well, there is a big mall, but we went to a little consignment shop that we like to go to.
Oh, really?
And then we went to Lenox Mall.
Went where?
Lenox
Oh,
Mall.
the big Lenox Mall. Ooh.
That was a mistake. I don't want to do that one again. Then we went to Perimeter Mall.
I've never been there.
And then we went back to the house, ate. What did we eat?
That was all Friday?
Yeah, I went back to the house, and Sonia had she had Italian for us, and then we hung out and laughed and cut up and reminisced. And then Saturday we got up, went shopping at the Mall of Georgia, which I love. But my feet hurt so bad on Friday when I got back. It
You
was
didn't
like,
wear comfortable shoes?
well, I thought I was until it just after about
I guess
the
y'all
fifth
just
hour.
shop too much.
Yeah, after about the fifth hour, I couldn't hardly do it, But I did actually score on a couple of Christmas gifts.
Excellent.
And I feel a little accomplished, And then I came home last night and put the newer tree up that we just got. Now, I didn't decorate it. I decided I was going to try colored lights this time.
I like
So
colored
I
lights.
put 3 strands of colored lights on there, and I didn't like it.
You didn't?
I didn't. I like the more warmth of the warm white lights. So I took all of the lights back off the tree. We went to Walmart to get lights. I got them, and I got them home, and the cord is white.
Oh, yeah, I don't like that.
And so I got home, and I went, no, these won't work. They're not green. How I didn't realize, I just grabbed them. I saw warm white lights.
Yeah, well, sometimes you
500
can't
lights
see
or
it.
something,
Yeah.
300 lights or something. I was like, let's get it. So now I got to take those back and hope that I can find the ones with the green, the warm lights, because for some reason, nobody really wants those iridescent,
Really bright white
lights. Everybody wants
daylight.
the warm, so you can't find them hardly. But they had at our big box store that I hate going to. They had plenty, but Baden had said when he went to get some stuff the other week that they were out of almost everything. That makes me worry.
Wow.
And this Walmart's closer too, so I hate. Ugh. Hubby was like, you could have just gone to the new Dollar General. We have a brand new one that they just built.
That one right there by the
corner.
Yeah, of George Roy Drive, and I hadn't been in it yet, but it's huge.
It
and
is
it's beautiful.
big.
It looks. Have you been in it?
Yeah.
Is it nice?
It is nice. Now they didn't have as much stuff in it because they're so brand new. I
yeah,
guess
they're only a week old.
They're
open a week.
But the manager there, I told her, I said it looks so good and clean in here, and she said that it's going to stay that way.
Wow.
I said,
I've been
how did you do it?
I've been very impressed with the Dollar General that's in downtown Columbiana. They keep it as clean and nice. And then there's one in another place near my lake house that is
a mess.
That would be kind. It is worse than a mess. It's just there's stuff always in all the aisles, not put up, a lot of empty places. The place is not very clean looking, and nice people, work there, but that's it. I mean, it's kind of a ghetto looking, weird place. I don't know. It's they just don't keep it. They just don't have, that manager doesn't have the same standards that some of them do. But I mean, I go there all the time because it's convenient and close to my house down there at the lake. So I do it. But this one in Columbia, but that one looks great. It's a brand new one in Calera that's right near off George Roy Drive. And where Camper World and all that is. It's just
like
down
3
from that.
Camper stores on that same road.
There are.
Yeah,
it used to be Victory Pontiac. It became a camper store. And then what's the one that's the big chain? Camping World built one next to it. And then another one came in behind it. Camping USA or something.
Something like that. I don't even know.
It's amazing. It's right from the Shelby County Airport.
We have like 5 camper stores in Calera.
Yeah, we do. Burton Camper's been there forever.
That one's there. And then they got a new one, and I can't think of the name. It's an odd name.
Really?
Yep, there's another brand new one that just opened up. I'm like, why do we need this many camper stores
I guess,
here?
after COVID, they exploded. Now, I think they're in a tough time right now because I'd read a report that all these camping things they've been struggling this year. It's about now because all the people that bought them during the COVID epidemic and or pandemic, whichever it was, and for a year or two after, everybody was hot on buying motorhomes, campers, fifth wheels, even tents. That now they've had them for 4 and 5 years. And they're kind of done with them. And there's a lot of used ones up for sale, and just made it tough on these people that were ramping up for.
Yeah, you said tents, and when we were leaving yesterday, we were merging from 85 to 20, and right there at the overpass, there was like 8 tents right there, bam, 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 all in a row for homeless people living in them, and they're always standing out there, asking for money.
And they actually have tents and stuff. They don't run them off.
Apparently not. These look like new tents too. They weren't like run down ones. They were, unless somebody just bought them for them so they could have something warm. But all right, it's 7:30. We're gonna take another break. When we come back, we are gonna talk about some football, and rumblings that the shutdown may be coming to an end. Let's hope
Yeah.
about
some
that.
people
So
move
we'll
over the weekend, so maybe.
talk about that when we come back. So y'all stay with us. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Pete's Radio. Teresa and Dollar Bill broadcasting live from the Clanton Tractor Studio. We'll be right back.
Fun with friends or family? Then Putter Up Pelham is your next destination. Coming this June. Whether you're a mini golf pro or just out for a good time, Putter Up offers a one-of-a-kind indoor putting experience with custom effects lighting, sounds, and robotics at each hole. Plus, automated scoring and a virtual caddy to guide your game. And our ADA-compliant courses include special putters for individuals using wheelchairs or walkers. So everyone can join the fun from ages 4 to 100. Rain or shine, day or night, it's always game time at Putter Up. Come for the fun. Stay for the challenge. Swing by Putter Up, where every stroke counts. Need reliable towing or diesel repair? Mem's Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair has you covered. We specialize in light and heavy duty towing and recovery with the latest equipment for any job, from campers and tractor trailers to winch box recoveries, and the only local-based rotator in the county. We do it all. Our diesel repair services include computer diagnostics, engine rebuilds, transmission and clutch work, and general maintenance. Trust Mem's Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair for top-notch service. Call us at 205-217-1984. Some family traditions begin with an ending. Lasting family legacies are established at Martin Funeral Home, where for over 100 years, we have served the families in our community. Bobby, Donnie, Norma, and our family at Martin Funeral Home would like to express our sincere gratitude for allowing us to serve your family. Every life story deserves the perfect setting. We are here to make that happen for you and your loved one. We offer traditional funeral home services, and we are now excited to be the home of the first crematory in Clanton, Alabama. Our goal is to serve our families no matter what their needs are. Martin Funeral Home, serving Chilton County since 1921. Please give us a call at 205-755-3550.
Universal Heights Academy is now enrolling for the following programs: aesthetics, manicurist, waxing, cosmetology, barbering, and the instructor crossover program. We are offering small class sizes for more personalized instruction. Hybrid and online classes are also available. Find us on Facebook or visit uhaway.com for more information on our discounted enrollment rates. Your rewarding career starts with Universal Heights Academy.
We are back. The time is 7:34. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Pete's Radio.
Happy birthday, Marine Corps.
Teresa Dollar Bill broadcasting live from the Clanton Tractor Studio. All right, so we had some football on Friday night.
Oh, yeah.
Maplesville, they are forging on at 11-0.
Are they? They're still undefeated.
Yep, they are first in 1A Region 4.
Excellent.
They won 58-0 Friday
Go
night.
Maplesville.
They are gonna go up against McIntosh this Friday, and Piper Peach will be traveling with them. That's about Baden said about 3.5 hour drive.
Where is McIntosh?
It's like towards Mobile. Yeah, towards Mobile is area. So
Maplesville or the what? Do you remember?
Red Devils? Red Devils.
The Red Devils, that's right. What is McIntosh? The apples?
I don't know. I like it.
Smash the apples. Turn them into applesauce.
Let's find out. Well, let's see. Macintosh.
Just think, if they were the apples, then you could just say the apples against the Red Devils.
High school. Oh, it pulled it up for me.
I tell you this.
It's
hard for me to believe it's near the end of this season.
Oh, I know.
We're in the playoffs.
Let's see. Well, it doesn't say. It doesn't say what they
Really?
are. It just says McIntosh High School.
Okay.
Principal Miss Jamel Sauls.
Let's call Mel and ask him what they are. Mel, Teresa Dollar Bill here at Piper Peach Radio.
Oh, my
Where?
Lord.
What?
They're the Demons.
They're the Demons?
Macintosh Demons.
Against
It's
the Red Devils.
The Red Devils and the Demons. Oh, my word.
Oh, this is an inferno.
Wow, that's...
Oh, this is
Yikes.
the Demons against the Red Devils. That's
Okay.
dark.
Well...
I hope the Red Devils beat the Demons.
Demons. Oh, my.
I've never heard of anybody
Red
called
Devils
it.
is one thing. Demons is just like a whole nother thing.
All right, so it's basically what we're saying is this next game is going to be the Red Devils against Satan.
Yes. Against Satan. Oh, my word.
Beelzebub.
Yeah. All right.
Wow.
Okay. Well, so yeah, we're going to cover that game.
So we're going to be there?
Yeah.
Playing. Oh, that is awesome.
Now-
Hey, let me point out real quick, too, that if you have a kid that plays for Maplesville or a grandchild that plays for Maplesville, this is the beauty of Piper Peach Radio. You can hear your son, grandson, or granddaughter, anybody in the band, whatever. You can hear it live because of Piper Peach Radio. So we ask your support in every way to keep this going because if you didn't have Piper Peach, you wouldn't hear the game.
In a playoff situation, how many region games do you play before you go to state? Do we know? 4.
Is it 4 of them?
4. Okay.
Wow. So is this their second?
This will be their second game. Yeah.
Wow.
Now, back in my former neck of the woods of Odenville, Alabama,
Odenville.
the Saints are doing very well. They are 10-1, I think.
Boy, that's good.
And they are going to they're in the region playoffs too, and the whole town showed up for a pep rally last Thursday night.
The whole town of Odenville?
The whole town. They
Well,
had
that'd
it
be
in
what,
the Piggly,
15, 20 people?
Yeah, they had it in the Piggly Wiggly parking lot of all places. Is that not
I love
crazy?
Odenville. I've got a cousin that's lived in Odenville. He used to have a auto parts place in Odenville. He was my wife's cousin, ex-wife's cousin. And I went to Odenville a lot. It was beautiful out there. Nice little community.
Yep.
Not very big, but they're 1A too, I think, aren't they?
They are 5A.
No, they aren't.
Yeah, I think
Odenville's
so.
gotten that big? Well, I guess it has.
Let's
I
see.
think some of the kids people that live in Margaret and maybe even parts of what you would think would be Argo, I think, go to Odenville.
Yeah, we are. I say we because that's still. Look, I still have alliance there, allegiance there. They are 5A, Region 6. They are 10-1 for the season.
10-1. That's pretty good.
They played Carver, Birmingham, and they won 41-22. So I'm really proud of my Saints. My 2 youngest kids went.
Did they go to
school
Odenville?
there and graduated high school there? Both of them did.
That's
so,
excellent.
I'm proud.
I love Odenville.
Yeah, good job. Good job to Maplesville Red Devils, and the St. Clair County Saints. Yeah, very proud. And then we had college football, and Auburn played Vanderbilt.
Yeah, that was Vandy is having an exceptional year this year. I mean, they've surprised everybody. So you don't have to feel bad because Vanderbilt is like they've only lost, I think, 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
And they're very, this was not like it used to be with Vandy where you just expected them to lose, Vandy to lose. And they did. They had Auburn's just struggling this year. And,
Well, I will say, the game had to go into overtime.
Right.
We played them.
You played them hard, and
Now,
it was never a runaway.
I mean,
That's actually the saddest
a
part to me of
high-scoring
Auburn's
game.
season this year. They've never lost by a big margin, really.
Yeah, I mean, it was
They've been
45
close.
to 38.
That's not bad.
That is an 83 total points on a
Right.
game that should have been 10-3 or
Right.
14-7 or something.
It was a good
very
game, but it
high
was
scoring game.
I mean, it was fun to watch, but it was tragic for Auburn fans because they could have won that game. But let me tell you, though, they can hold their head up. Vanderbilt's been a powerhouse this year. Surprised everybody.
I don't know why. So I guess my thing was they had 3 seconds on the clock. It was like second down. Could they not have just kicked a field goal? Or did they have to do a play? Because if we'd have kicked that field goal, we'd won.
You know, that's a good point. I think, do you have to be third down or fourth down to kick a field goal?
I don't know. That's what I don't
Can you
understand.
just, on first down, can you kick I don't know. That's a good question.
I was really
I'll look
bummed.
that up. I'll look that up. Maybe somebody listening or watching will know the answer to that.
That's one of those questions I
Can
wondered.
Can you kick a field goal on second down or first down or even third? I guess you can. I don't know.
But I was disappointed. Obviously, this is not our year,
No.
but it's okay. It's okay.
We talked about this Friday when you weren't here, but Freeze's daughter goes to Auburn, and she's saying that she's really mad at Auburn because she said not just because they fired her dad, but because she says, she was there when they were negotiating him coming to Auburn. They promised him 4 years before they'd consider a full 4 years before they'd ever consider letting him go. And of course they haven't. They've done 2.5, 3 years. So she said they owe him at least another year before they should have let. Of course, again, it's hard to feel sorry for him because he walks away with like $16 million payout. But for his ego and his pride and his career, it's pretty hard on him.
Yeah, it's tough.
But, when you get paid that much money to coach, they don't expect any lag time to get things winning. They want it immediately for that kind of money. It's a tough business. I wouldn't be a college. Well, of course, I could have never been one, but I wouldn't even consider being a college coach much nowadays because it's really kind of a no-win. It's extraordinary if you stay more than 5 or 6 years now with these coaches because the NIL and stuff. All these guys can leave and come and go so quick that you never really achieve any cohesion, which was bad enough from year to year when you lost seniors and had new kids coming in. But now you can have people of any year just leave you, go to the portal. It also allows you maybe to lure somebody, but you got to have big money for that. But it's a mess. College football to me is really a mess in a lot of ways now.
It is. I still love it though. For now,
There was the top 5
now.
did not change as far as the polls.
No.
The top 5 are still the same. So
And Alabama's up there.
they're 4. There were 4 in the coaches poll.
They're 4.
They were 4 in the coaches poll and in the rankings. So they're doing. They've done after that first game was such a disaster. I don't think even Alabama fans thought this might not be a very good year at all for them. It's been pretty good, thanks to I think Ty Simpson, but he's been an incredible leader for the kids.
Congratulations, I guess.
I know it's tough for an Auburn, but it's like the way I look at it. I like Auburn to do great, except I want Alabama to win or beat them, but I don't want Auburn to look just as good as they can because it still represents the state of Alabama, and I love Auburn. It's a great school, beautiful campus. My best friend Raymond, my buddy that's been my childhood friend all my life, he went to Auburn. I went to Alabama. No, not a problem. I'm not going to diss his school because of silly rivalry, but I want Jacksonville State to do good. I want USA to do well, UNA to do well. I just, and then I want the SEC to beat everybody else, although doesn't feel much like the SEC anymore. It's really kind of regional now, not just
weird.
Tight regional. It's now national.
Still not
Missouri and all
a fan
those.
of all these new schools coming in to the SEC.
Yeah, well,
I say new, but they're, what I'm saying. They weren't in the SEC, and now they are, and I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like it either. The whole idea, how can Missouri be considered in the Southeastern Conference?
They can't.
They are almost West Coast. They're certainly Midwestern, mid-country,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a changing world. We got to deal with it.
We do. It is 7:45.
Roll
We're going
Tide.
to take another break. When we come back, we're going to pick a winner. Baden did a little contest. Did you do it Friday? And we're going to pick a winner for a lovely Hunter Orange Piper Peach t-shirt.
They're really, really
are
outstanding.
sharp.
They really are
I
sharp.
like them. I
Yep.
like them a lot. So y'all stay with us. You're
And, you know,
listening-
deer season's about to open.
Oh, yeah.
You can wear that
I
Piper
think it
Peach
opened
shirt.
up this weekend, actually.
And deer will, it's even better than wearing deer orange because they will see the Piper Peach logo and come running to you
Yeah, that's it. Mm-hmm.
because everyone loves Piper Peach radio.
Yes,
so
everyone
and they'll
does.
think it's something to eat.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, guaranteed. You want a big buck? You want a Boone Score trophy? Get you a Piper Peach shirt. We'll sell one to you.
All right, it's 7:46. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll do the drawing and we'll talk about the shutdown.
The what?
The
Yeah,
shutdown. Yeah, we'll see.
it's really affecting folks, but
It is.
there was a little glimmer of hope this weekend.
Just a little tweak. We'll see.
Just a little glimmer.
We'll talk about it when we come back. You're listening to Morning Mayhem on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Dollar Bill broadcasting live from the Clayton Tractor Studios. We'll be right back. Are you tired of big box stores where you're just another number? You deserve better. Furniture that's built to last from people who treat you like family. At Farmers Home Furniture in Clanton, we do things differently. As an employee-owned company, we take pride in personal service. We'll listen to what you need and help you find the perfect piece for your home from trusted, top-notch name brand. Whether it's a cozy sofa for movie nights, a dining set built for real life, or a recliner that melts the stress away, we've got you covered. Don't settle for less. Experience the difference at Farmers Home Furniture in Clanton, where you're not just a customer, you're family. Workout Anytime in Clanton is now open. Your fitness, your schedule. We have top-of-the-line treadmills and weights, but we are more than just a gym. We bring luxury and results to your fitness routine. Relax in our sauna. Recharge with red light therapy. Refresh in our hydro massage beds. Get that glow with unlimited tanning and push your limits with dynamic classes. Need guidance? Our personal trainers are here to help you set your goals, stay motivated, and get real results. This is your space, your time, your transformation. Open 24/7. Workout Anytime, now open in Clanton.
Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Okay, wait a minute. Happy birthday, United States Marine Corps. 250 years old today. They were born in a tavern.
Born in a tavern.
Yep, the Continental Congress said we need some kind of fighting force. They didn't have an army, and they didn't have nothing. They just came together in Philadelphia and said, we're going to fight the British and try to get our independence.
Yeah.
Now we need a fighting force, and they had, in a sense, a navy, but it wasn't the official navy yet. It was really just privateers and guys that would willing and go out and fight the pirates and whatever. So they're going to kind of make them the navy. So they said we need a fighting force. They made one guy the first commandant or head of the Marine Corps. And he left the Continental Congress after they signed this thing and gave him an official document saying, you are the head of our fighting force. And he went straight to this tavern called Tun Tavern, I think it is. T-U-N-T-I-N-T-O-N. Anyway, he went to this tavern and started signing up, buying people drinks and signing them up for the Marine Corps. So the Marine Corps was born in a tavern,
All right.
in a bar, and it fits the whole image beautifully. So
I love it.
happy birthday again, you jarheads, you leathernecks, you devil dogs, and you crayon eaters.
All right. Good morning, Miss Vicky. Guess what else has a birthday today?
Who?
It's not really. It's kind of a who. It's a them. It's
Who?
an it.
What?
Sesame Street.
No.
They were born on this day. They were their first. They were born. They first aired
Created,
on TV 56 years ago today. They were 56 years old. I was 1.
56.
No, I wasn't. Yes, I was. I was a year old. I'm 57 now. What will it be? Yeah.
I was 17. Yeah, something like that.
You were past the.
Yeah, I wasn't the Sesame
yeah,
Street.
I was.
Although everybody kind of became a fan of Sesame Street with all the characters, that I liked Sesame Street. I can sure hear that theme in my head.
Dun, 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 dun,
Yep.
dun, dun, dun.
I don't know the words, but I know the
I
tune.
don't know. I know some of the words here and there, even after this long. But yeah, I absolutely love Sesame Street and
Yeah.
Electric Company. Those are my shows I had to
It
watch.
was a great
those.
show.
It was. It's still going strong.
I was
of course.
actually a Captain Kangaroo child.
I was too now. I
Yep.
liked Captain Kangaroo.
I did too.
I like Mr. Green Jeans.
Yes, I like Mr. Green Jeans. What was the Moose? Mr. Moose? Is that what they call
Yeah,
it?
Mr.
Then
Moose.
there was Dancing Clock
Yeah. Remember
and
when
Bunny Rabbit, where all the ping pong balls would come down.
And then you had Bill Cosby, who did picture pages on there
Oh
too.
yeah, that's right. Although I don't.
Womp, womp,
Yeah.
womp.
Bill Cosby turned a little,
Yes, he
kind
did.
of like some of these guys that you think they're so great. Now there's one guy that has never disappointed anybody, and that's Mr. Rogers.
Oh yeah.
Now he was
Love
behind
him.
me too. He was past my time, but you read more. The more you read about him, the more you like him. The
I
amazing
know.
man.
He was. I haven't. I want to see the movie that Tom
That documentary
Hanks,
about him, yeah.
that Tom Hanks played him. I want to see that because I understood it was really, really good.
Yeah.
So I'd like to see that. Okay. So the shutdown may be nearing its end. Let's hope. So 8 Senate Democrats voted to end the shutdown. And
Well, it was 7 Democrats and 1 independent.
Yeah. Okay. And the Senate voted 60-40 to advance the House bill. So that'll serve as the legislative vehicle for a bipartisan deal to fund military construction, Veterans Affairs, Department of Agriculture, the legislative branch through, and the rest of the government through January 30th. So we'll see.
There's been 2 major factors that have started to really put pressure. One, of course, is the SNAP benefits and all the benefits that people need to live. That is really starting to get thin now and wear on people to the point they're even, the Democrats are thinking about at least trying to get some kind of compromise going, holding out, for their bill to fully fund, Obamacare and stuff for the next year or 2. They're now even coming back a little bit on a handshake deal for that. And then the other is the fact that now a lot of people are starting to feel all the cutbacks in flying. And, the holidays are coming up. They're now cutting back. They said that like LaGuardia and some of these big airports have cut back 30% of their flights. For instance, they had, I think, 200 cancellations yesterday alone and a bunch of delays. 200 cancellations in one day at one airport.
Yeah,
That's pretty amazing.
That's bad. That's bad.
Yeah. So now anybody that has to travel or wants to travel for the holidays are starting to get really nervous and it's starting to put a lot of pressure. So between those 2 things, maybe we can get a compromise of
I hope
some
so.
type.
Goodness.
I'm ready for the government to get back into the other stuff. I think they could work on down the road, but they got to refund. This is now the longest government shutdown in the history of the country.
It's a shame and it's ridiculous. It shouldn't have come to this.
I mean, the thing is, everybody will agree that government has gotten bloated. There's way too many people working for the government than there should be. But there's some places that you want there to be plenty of people working, like air traffic controllers and anything that has to do with safety and security, and then the food benefits for so many people. So,
well, I had seen where the government or a judge was ordering Trump to disperse the benefits, and then another judge said he doesn't have to if the money's not available. So I don't really know, but I did see where, and I did look this up, they are proposing something that says that every American will get a $2,000 dividend from tariffs that we've collected. And they're trying to pass that because they said that they had like $38 billion had been recovered from tariffs. So,
well, the problem with that is I saw an article I read yesterday actually about American farmers, especially cotton farmers, soybean farmers. With the tariffs, of course, China stopped buying American soybean. They were like 60% of the soybean that we make is sold to China because they use it to grind it up for feed for their massive cattle and livestock thing. They're our biggest customer by far for soybean. Well, they cut back. I mean, they stopped buying ours, and they've started buying from Argentina and some of these other places, which are our rivals. And so now you got farmers that are just hard. You know, they're already dealing with high cost of overhead. Like, you know, since the tariffs started, they also raised all the herbicides and pesticides and a lot of equipment that comes from China for the tractors and combines and all that. That's doubled in price, but yet they're still paying. For instance, I heard cotton is still being sold. Farmers are making the same amount of money for their cotton that their grandparents made in the 70s.
That's ridiculous.
Because the world is going to synthetic fibers and not so much cotton anymore. So they're still getting the exact same amount for a bale of cotton now than they did in the mid-70s. But yet their overheads tripled. So you can't make a living. You can't. And you got 4 and 5 and 6 generation family farms. Been in a family. They've been farmers on the same land since the 1830s or 40s, and this is gonna be the generation where so many are gonna lose those family farms that they've been so proud of all these times because they can no longer make it.
And then these farms will be bought up, divided out, and they'll become subdivisions and buildings.
Most of the time now, when farmland's sold, it's not sold for other farmland. For farmland, it's sold for development. It's sad.
All right, we're about to do this drawing.
All right, now we're going to give away this beautiful shirt.
T-shirt.
I'll be Carol Merrill for you.
Okay. This is our Hunter Orange Piper Peach T-shirt. It actually looks a little more weird orange on screen, but I promise you, it is a Hunter green.
It's Hunter Orange. Beautiful. And look at that logo. It's so nice on the pocket.
Oh.
There we
Pop
go.
one out. Gotta get it.
See, here I am kind of wearing it.
Kind of wearing it. Kind of, sort of. All right, here we go. And this is, what was this for? What contest did you do? Oh, it's after a football game contest. So here we go. The winner is Destiny Gentry. So Destiny Gentry gets the Hunter Orange Piper Peach T-shirt.
It's nice.
Yeah.
I messed up the fold. You're gonna have to refold it, Baden. I don't know how to fold. Like,
there we go.
You had it so pretty, and
Gentry.
now it looks like I wadded it up.
Yeah, because you did.
Actually, I did wad it.
It looks like that because you did.
That's exactly what I did.
Yes.
Wadded it up.
All right. So that is the winner of the T-shirt.
That's neat. I love giving stuff away.
Yeah. Awesome. We gave away a bunch of Christmas Village tickets.
Yeah, you did.
My
Mary
friend
and Jeanette
Christy.
were going to go, and Jeanette went back home.
Aww.
And Mary didn't get to go because she didn't want to go by herself.
I don't blame her.
And
You need a
Dollar Bill did
reinforcement.
not want to go with her.
No, you didn't. My friend Christy went, and she said it was so much bigger because
Really?
they've added that whole new hall, and
Oh,
she was
yeah.
like, it was wild because she went on Thursday, and there were still a lot of people there, even for
Wow.
Thursday. So, but yeah, she said they had all kinds of neat stuff.
Well, a lot of people want to go that first day or two to get the best selection before stuff gets picked
Yeah.
over or sold out or whatever.
All right, it is 8:01. We're going to take another break. When we come back, insects.
Insects.
Yes, bees and beetles. We're going to talk about those when we come back. You're
Also,
listening.
those Japanese ladybug. You know, the
That's
ones
the
that look
beetles
like
I'm
ladybug.
talking
That's
about.
it.
Yes.
I have 1 million dead ones in my old house.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's empty now, so we're getting it ready to show.
Mm-hmm.
I can't show it because it looks like we've imported Japanese beetles by the millions and killed them and slung them against the windows. And
Yeah, they're everywhere.
they just exploded in one day.
Yep, we'll talk about that when we come back. You're listening to Morning Mayhem on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Dollar Bill broadcasting live from the Clayton Tractor Studio. We'll be right back.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
Chilton Mobile Home Parts and Supply is your go-to destination for top quality mobile home parts and supplies in Clanton, Alabama. Conveniently located at 14023 County Road 29, just 3 miles east of Thorsby. We offer a diverse inventory, including underpinning, doors, windows, faucets, tubs, setup supplies, and more. Our commitment to quality ensures you'll find the best solutions for your mobile home needs. Upgrade your space with stylish doors and windows. Enhance functionality with top-notch faucets and tubs. All conveniently available in one place. Visit us today or call 205-646-1949. Transform your mobile home with Chilton, where quality meets convenience.
We are back. The time is 8:03. You're listening to Morning Mayhem on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Dollar Bill here with you on this really, really, really cold Monday morning. It's going to be cold tomorrow as well, and then the rest of the week is going to warm up to the 70s.
Good. I like that.
I can deal with that. Yeah.
It's still now, we now know we're in fall.
Oh yeah,
It feels like fall in football. And
it does.
chili, I've already made a pot of chili, made a pot of soup. I think I'm going back to we're alternating, so just had soup, so we'll do chili again later this week.
Yeah. I think I want to do some potato soup this week.
Ooh.
I love potato soup. Yum. And
I like
hubby makes some
vegetable
really good one.
And tacos. Who does?
My hubby.
He makes good soup.
He makes a really good potato soup. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was delicious. I like it. I love potato soup.
Jeff,
I'll bring you some
make
potato
a lot.
soup. Please.
I'll buy
make
you
a
some
lot.
Tupperware.
All right, we got to talk about these Asian. This is it looks like a ladybug.
Does.
And they actually call it an Asian lady beetle. There's a difference between this beetle and a ladybug.
Right.
The beetle has Deanna sent this to me. The beetle, okay, the ladybug one has a different head. They're harmless. They're good for the environment. They control garden pests and they live outdoors. Okay.
Right.
They don't have a M shape on their head.
That's that's what we know as the ladybug.
The Asian lady beetle.
Oh, yeah.
They have an M-shaped mark on their head.
Yeah.
They're aggressive. They do bite. They're harmful to dogs.
They're harmful to dogs.
They secrete a yellow fluid with a bad odor, and they invade homes. So the difference between a ladybug is that they are outside, and Asian lady beetles like to be inside. And I'm going to tell you, the other day, I found one on me, and I flicked it off, and when I did, it immediately had a weird, funky smell to it. But then I kept feeling something sting in my underarm, and I had a bite here, and it had to be that lady beetle. That was the only thing that was on me.
The lady beetle.
And I had one land on me before. It bit me on my chest. It bit me right here, and I was like, that ladybug. I didn't know ladybugs bit. Well, they don't. Lady beetles do.
Let me tell you, we've never. I've lived in this house that we're just now moved out of for, I don't know, 26 years, something like that. At 25 years, I know. And we never had, we had a bug sprayer come in every so often. We never had a bug problem in our house much. In the change of seasons, especially coming from hot to cold, we'd start to see a few bugs once in a while kind of get away from the cold. And they'd come in, or they'd be in and they'd show up. I can't stand having a bug in the house. So I'd call the pest control people and say, get your butt out here now. I saw a bug. Mm-hmm. So we'd never, so now we've moved out of this house about 3 weeks ago now, I guess. So no one's been in it except a few workers doing stuff every day, just piddling. I walked in Friday and there were lady beetles everywhere in the house. Hundreds of them, maybe thousands. This came about just instantly. I mean, they've never been in there before like that. You might see one or two, but this was shocking.
Yeah, it says here.
And I never knew they bit.
Yeah, oh yeah, they do. They bite the piss out of you. It says you got to prevent these lady beetles from getting in your house. You got to seal in any entry points. Caulk or seal any cracks and openings around windows, doors, and pipes, and your foundation to prevent them from getting inside. If you have a screen, you got to make sure that the screen doors are in good repair, that don't have little holes in them. Reduce your exterior lighting. Turn off unnecessary outdoor lights, especially white ones at night, as they attract the beetles. Use yellow bug lights or motion-activated lights instead. Apply outdoor treatments. In the fall, consider using insecticide treatments on the exterior of your home around likely entry points, such as window frames, door frames, and eaves. You can also use natural deterrents. Place a sachet with cloves, bay leaves, or cinnamon sticks near the window sills and doors, or spray a mixture of water and essential oils like citrus, lavender, or eucalyptus around the entry points.
I obviously have 6 garage doors open at my house, inviting them in, because I've never seen so many in the house. Dead, and they're dead. They must not live very long.
They must not. Look, this is a picture of somebody's house that has, they're all in the windowsill. They're
That's
like
where
tons
mine
of
were.
them. Yep.
Dead, just dead. In the there were a couple kind of walking around, but nothing was flying, and they were all in the windowsills, and they were all dead. I don't know. Maybe it's the pesticides I've had sprayed in the past. I don't know why they were all dead like that, but there was a million of them. It was shocking.
Yeah, I don't like those because they bite and they stink. They smell like a stink bug.
I never noticed the smell or that they bite. I just never. I know when I was a kid, I played with ladybugs a lot of times. You'd see them.
Just let them crawl
they were
on
cute.
you.
Yeah, they didn't hurt anybody. They didn't do anything. But these stupid Japanese lady beetles.
That was one of the things I think on Sesame Street, the Ladybug Picnic song.
Real? I don't know that one.
Was the Ladybug Picnic.
Well, anyway, I've had other people say that they've seen those beetles in the last couple of weeks. So they must be like locusts. They must just all hatch pretty much at the same time, and then go and try to get inside somewhere. Because we went from never seeing one a week ago to thousands of dead ones 4 days later, 5 days later. Weird.
It is weird. Do y'all have a chimney?
Yes, we do.
I wonder if your flue is open.
I bet it might be, because it was a regular chimney that you've burned wood in for years, and then we closed the flue and put in gas logs, ventless. But, you know, it's closed flue means you still got tons of, it doesn't seal it.
Seal it all the way.
Yeah, it just lets most of the air not flow, but it's not sealed by any means. So it may be. But believe it or not, that was the room that had the least Japanese beetles in it, or
well, it
lady
seems like the
beetles.
window seals is the most
Well, they were
attractive.
upstairs too.
And,
Most
yeah,
of them were upstairs.
That's wild.
It is, and we have no. It didn't open up there unless they're coming in there's probably some window sills that aren't sealed. I mean, they're shut and locked, but I don't know.
It's weird
I don't
how
like
they get
it.
in.
I got to get up there and get somebody to vacuum them all up, and all the little bodies, and
All the bodies hit the floor.
have a mass burial, mass grave or something.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Well, and then you've got this is terrible. There was a man was transporting bees from one location to another. They got loose inside the pickup truck, stung him, caused him to have a medical emergency and lose control of the car. He hit a traffic pole and a pedestrian.
Oh my God.
The pedestrian, who has not been identified, died from their injuries at the hospital. The driver is expected to survive. And this happened in Mesa, Arizona.
Wow.
How in the world did they get loose? Somebody didn't twist the top hard enough.
And it was in the cab of I guess a
Yeah.
pickup truck.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't he put him out in the back? I guess I don't know how. You know, I'm
know.
fascinated with bees and beekeepers. It's amazing. But this guy, obviously something didn't go right at all. The minute I start seeing a bunch of bees flying around my cab, you think I'm not going to pull over and hop out of that
Right.
and let them have the cab for a while? I mean, I'm not going to keep driving and let them just keep stinging me. That becomes an emergency. That's where you pull over and get out real quick and shut the door and let them have the cab for a while.
Yeah, just take it.
Yeah, I mean,
Absolutely, have it.
You can sit in my truck for a few days, calm down.
Did you see where CMT is going to be ending the CMT Hot 20 countdown?
Really?
Yes, it's going to air its final episode next month in December. It's been on for 17 years,
Yeah.
and the host, Cody Allen, will host his final show at the end of December amid changes at Paramount. This will mark the end of the show, which first premiered in 2013.
Wow. It's country music television, CMT.
Yep. You know, MTV is ending. So at December 31st, no more MTV.
Well, you know, since Paramount bought them, you know, Paramount executives are either in New York or Los Angeles. I don't think New York even has a country music radio station. Los Angeles, they're not known for being huge with country music. So I don't know. And these executives, God knows, they probably don't have any clue what country music's all about and the kind of audience they have. They just probably look at certain numbers, but, you know, I don't know. Things change. You have to get used to it. I mean, I'm still grieving that there's no hee-haw, you know.
I know, me too.
I
was
loved
one of my-
hee-haw.
I had to watch that show when I was stayed at my granny's house.
Right.
That was the
you,
state.
you didn't have a choice.
Like Ernest Angley, that was one we had to watch.
Did you really?
Yeah,
Old
she made
Ernest
us-
Ainsley.
Yeah, she made me watch that, and some other program. Lawrence Welk, that was a must. We kept it on. Hee Haw was a big one that we watched.
Yeah, we had to watch Lawrence Welk and Hee Haw, Ed Sullivan, Country Boy Eddie.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's amazing what, you know, when you're a little kid, you have no. Back then there was only one TV in the house anyway,
We had
and you
one.
only had 3 channels. I only had 3 or 4 channels because, you know, we had 6, 13, 42. There was 6 and 13, and PBS.
Mm-hmm.
Then they actually went to UHF. You had to buy a converter, a little box to put on your TV to watch anything above 13. And you could watch 42 and then later 33 and 40 and those, you know, the UHF channels.
Yep.
You didn't have many choices.
No, and I
You
did.
remember, well, I'm probably too old for you to remember this, but TV shut down at midnight or 1 o'clock every
you got
night. They would play the
colored
national
thing.
anthem, and then they'd shut it off, and you just had a test pattern all night long.
Yep.
You tuned into TV between midnight and 5 a.m. or something. All you saw was that Indian in the middle of that black and white
Yep.
symbol.
That's wild that you
And no
I
music.
remember that.
You know, and you just maybe a tone. I think that sometimes you'd get a so you'd have audio.
Irritating.
And, yeah, it was there was no 24-hour programming. And there was only 3 networks: ABC, NBC, and CBS. That was about it.
That was
It's amazing when you think back on it. When I worked at some radio stations that would cut down at midnight.
Yeah,
They'd
sign
play the
off.
national anthem, sign off, and sign back on the next morning.
Yeah.
That was back in the 60s and 70s.
I love going because I mean I did get to watch Scooby Doo, that was for sure. But I always loved Channel 13. They did The Proud as a Peacock after a while, and it had the peacock showing its.
Yeah, and then we go dun dun dun.
I loved it.
NBC Peacock.
Was
That only came. I remember when that first came out because that only came out when they started broadcasting in color.
right.
And that would come on to show you that the next program was in back then. I remember when I was pretty young, the only color television shows that were on, everything was in black and white except The Wonderful World of Disney, Bonanza, and there was a couple others. And that Peacock would come on with that tone to tell you this next broadcast is coming to you in living color, on NBC or ABC or whatever. And, they all had a symbol because only 1 or 2 programs at first were in color. And I remember the first color television I ever saw, and it was hideously ugly. This neighbor's named the Danleys lived across the street. We always thought they were rich because they had 2 cars and they got the first color TV we ever saw.
Wow.
And kids in the neighborhood would go to their house, bang on the door, not even know who they were hardly, and say, "Can we see your TV?" And Ms. Danley would say, "Okay." And she'd let us in, and we'd stare gape-mouthed if there was a show on that was in color. She'd say, "Well, there's nothing on in color right now, boys," and we go hang our heads and walk away. But as more and more TV shows were broadcast, like some of the game shows started being broadcast, we could go there in the afternoon, and The Price is Right would be in color. But the colors were hideous.
Oh, yeah, they
were
were
so
wild.
overdone and so unrealistic. It looked like a cartoon. I mean, it was awful. It's funny how things have changed now.
Oh, yeah.
It makes me feel really old.
Now the TV, it looks so, I don't know, it's
So sharp and clear and realistic.
yeah, like it's
Like
real.
you're looking out a window.
Yeah, exactly. All right, it's 8:19. We're running a little bit late on our break. We're going to take
sorry.
a time out real quick. When we come back, we got to talk about the Farmer's Almanac, and Billy Bob Thornton calls out celebrities, and we'll talk about that.
Ooh,
too.
I love Billy Bob
I
Thornton.
do too. I love his show Landman.
He's
so.
just about a year younger than me.
Is he really?
I think he's 71,
Okay.
70 or 70.
He's awfully skinny. He's a skinny dude.
He what?
He's a skinny man.
He is a skinny man.
And
I
his
think a
toupee
lot of
is
that
not
could be
great.
probably attributed. He's always been skinny. I've never seen him overweight. So it's probably genetics and drugs.
Lord help. All right, we'll be right back. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Beach Radio. Teresa and Dollar Bill broadcasting live from the Clayton Tractor Studio. We'll be right back.
Looking for the perfect way to unwind, compete, and have fun with friends or family? Then Putter Up Pelham is your next destination. Coming this June. Whether you're a mini golf pro or just out for a good time, Putter Up offers a one-of-a-kind indoor putting experience with custom effects lighting, sounds, and robotics at each hole. Plus, automated scoring and a virtual caddy to guide your game. And our ADA-compliant courses include special putters for individuals using wheelchairs or walkers. So everyone can join the fun from ages 4 to 100. Rain or shine, day or night, it's always game time at Putter Up. Come for the fun. Stay for the challenge. Swing by Putter Up, where every stroke counts. Need reliable towing or diesel repair? MEMS Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair has you covered. We specialize in light and heavy duty towing and recovery with the latest equipment for any job, from campers and tractor trailers to winch box recoveries, and the only local-based rotator in the county. We do it all. Our diesel repair services include computer diagnostics, engine rebuilds, transmission and clutch work, and general maintenance. Trust MEMS Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair for top-notch service. Call us at 205-217-1984. Some family...
We are back. You're listening to Morning Mayhem on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Dollar Bill here with you.
Good morning.
It is really, really cold, and it's a little chilly in here. My hands are cold.
Really?
Yeah.
Feels good in here to me now,
Of
but
course. Y'all are, I'm cold-natured.
yeah, Mary is too.
I'm always freezing.
She likes the house to be hot.
I want it to be cozy.
I think she just wants it comfortable for her, but for me, I can't breathe in there. It's suffocatingly hot.
Yeah,
to
hubby
me.
and I go through that too. But I like it. I like it
Warm.
what I consider comfy cozy.
Mary's comfy cozy is just about 3 degrees cooler than hell.
Good morning, Miss Destiny Gentry, who is the winner of our Piper Peach Hunter Orange T-shirt. You can pick that up tomorrow, Destiny.
Yes.
Thank you for watching and listening, and congratulations. So the Farmer's Almanac is going away. Can you believe that?
It's not.
It is.
It's been on, what, since 1776 or something?
Yep. Farmer's Almanac.
Wow.
Let's see.
I love the Farmer's Almanac.
Let's see.
I buy one
Farmer's
every
Almanac.
year.
Going away.
Of course, there used to be a bunch of Farmer's Almanacs, but, you know, I guess it was Ben Franklin had the first famous one, wasn't it? Wasn't that Ben Franklin?
I don't know. This says here, it's the Maine one, the Farmer's Almanac. It says Maine, a 208-year-old Maine-based publication that farmers, gardeners, and others have relied on for planting guidance and weather predictions, will publish for the final time.
Wow.
Its 2026 edition will be the last.
So they'll do one more.
One more.
Wow. When do they put them out? I don't remember. Is it right in January for the year?
I believe so.
Like that?
It says the almanac says that the growing financial challenges of producing and distributing the book in today's chaotic media environment and access to the online version will cease next month. It first printed in 1818.
Wow.
And the Old Farmer's Almanac it says the Farmer's Almanac was printed in 1818. The Old Farmer's Almanac started in 1792 and is believed to be the oldest continually published periodical in North America.
So they're still doing the Old Farmer's Almanac.
Maybe. Both almanacs used secret formulas based on sunspots, planetary positions, and lunar cycles. So I didn't realize there were two.
I didn't either. I thought there was just one Farmer's Almanac, but there's the Farmer's Almanac that's going to quit, and the Old Farmer's Almanac, which is the older one. Mm-hmm. And I guess they'll continue on. I hope so.
Well,
I like there's a lot in there I don't even understand or need to know, But there's a
Right.
lot of anecdotes and stories and stuff that's fun to read the Farmer's Almanac. And I'm not a farmer.
Right.
I mean, I'm not even a gardener.
Right. Oh, yeah, obviously. I can't even do a flower, much less
Right. But I love
fruit
reading
and
the Farmer.
vegetables.
Everybody go out and buy an old Farmer's Almanac. Let's keep them in business.
Yeah, do something.
I guess everybody wants to get all their information online now on the phones and online.
Yep.
So that does hurt them. It hurts a lot of things. So that's why we have no more newspapers hardly in this country. We lost almost all of them. There's a few hang in there like Chilton County and some of this, but they're struggling. It's hard. No more there is no Birmingham News or Post Herald. I don't think the Tuscaloosa News I think they just shut down. So, I mean,
Wow. I didn't know that.
yeah, it's sad. Newspapers are gone.
And that used to
Nationwide.
be the thing we looked forward to. I mean, especially Sundays.
Sunday. My family loved the
comics,
Sunday
the
paper.
sale
My
papers,
dad lived for it. He would get the sports section and the financial section. The kids would go for the comics and the funny pages, and then I always liked the entertainment page and the front page. I liked seeing what the big stories were.
Yeah.
Then as I got older, I really started to look at the whole paper was wonderful.
Yeah, same. And I used to love, like, you had the Dear Abby columns, you had the opinion, Ask Dr.
Right.
Dobbs or something like that.
I
don't
loved the
remember.
Parade magazine on Sundays that was in the funnies.
And then the Black Friday newspaper that everybody tried to find on Thursdays and
That's
first
right.
thing Friday morning. You hope that you had that in your mailbox or
Right.
in your little paper box so
And
that
you know,
you could
something
see the
else that I
sales.
really miss nowadays, and it hadn't really even popped up that good online, is both the wanted ads, the wanted, buy and sell stuff, and cars, and the wanted, and then help wanted ad, the job listings. I would just go look to see what people
was
were
available.
wanting for jobs or wanted to do, and then the buy and sell was phenomenal. It's like it was just I just love reading it.
I
Like
go through and red pinned everything.
Yeah.
That I could
Mark
if
something
it
that
was-
might
if-
interest
When I was
you.
looking for a job, I was red
Right.
pinning it, and
I did jobs all the time when I was a kid, and then the buy and sell stuff was neat. I loved seeing what people were buying or selling.
yeah, you
Cars
can still
too.
see that though.
It was neat because now you can still do the cars, but they're not always local.
right.
I mean, now it's just cars all over the country, maybe all over the state. But I wanted something within, 20 miles of. I wanted a car or truck that I could go look at and test drive or kick the tires. I didn't want to have to drive. If you don't have a vehicle and you're looking for one, how do you drive 40 miles to look at one? You have to get somebody to take you.
Right. I just miss everything about the newspaper. I mean, that was just the thing
It was.
that
It
you
was
did.
great.
And I miss it. The way I grew up, everything is going away, and I struggle with that so hard.
Wait till you're my age. You don't see anybody bringing you vegetables and ice and milk by a horse and wagon. I was almost that old.
Yeah. Right. Almost that old.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so.
Oh, yeah. Actually, my dad clearly remembered vegetables, door-to-door vegetables, carts, by horse. He remembered ice deliveries, big blocks of ice for the ice box. And he remembered, and of course, milk and some of that. And some of those were cars and some of those were wagons and horse or mule-drawn wagons. That's my dad.
Yeah.
And of course, that's in the 20s. I mean, that's just one generation
Yeah.
before me.
And
And my
people-
grandfather remembers seeing his first car, automobile, first airplane ever. I mean, he was born in the 1890s and lived to see men walking on the moon, lived into the 70s. So, yeah, I saw a
wanna
lot of
say-
change.
I want to say my granny, I'm almost positive she had milk delivery.
Yeah. Oh, I had
in
milk
the
delivered.
70s even
We still had milk delivery till the 80s, 1980s. They'd gone from big glass bottles to cartons, and then to plastic. There were paper cartons, wax paper cartons for years.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, it was all in bottles, big, thick glass bottles with a paper cap that you pulled off and then a stopper that you popped off. And once you opened the milk, there was no closing it until you had to save the bottles because they were worth a nickel each or something, and you recycled them. The milkman would come pick up your old bottles and leave you the new ones. Yeah. And deliver it door to door. We had that all my life. That was up until the 80s. Yeah. We had a Labrador Retriever named Molly, and we moved to our new neighborhood in Vestavia in the late 60s, and they had just switched from glass bottles to the paper cartons, and it was before plastic bottles. And the dog found out that 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, we didn't have her. Back then dogs just ran around, and Molly would go wandering through the neighborhood and find out these wonderful treats would be left on the front doors of people's houses, that if she grabbed them and brought it home, when she bit into them, this delicious milk would come out of them. And to our horror, some mornings we'd go get ready to go to school or whatever, and we look, and there'd be chewed up milk cartons from some neighbor in the yard, and she had stolen their milk before they got up. No. We'd have to go through the neighborhood and apologize and buy them milk, and it was a mess. That dog was a great, sweet dog, but
they are mischievous,
smart, and they're mischievous, and
and
Molly was huge. Molly was one of the biggest blockhead black Labradors I've ever seen, and we ended up having to give her to our aunt not because we didn't want her, we loved her, but my aunt's dog, she went through a divorce with my uncle, and then her dog died, and she was despondent. So we gave her Molly, and that dog saved her life. She brought her right back around, gave her somebody to love and take care of. Aww. And Molly lived a good, long life, but by the time Molly passed away, Molly weighed probably 500 pounds. That dog was so overweight. It was unbelievable, because Aunt Susie just fed the hell out of that dog and petted her, and the dog lived better than most kings and queens on this earth. But she kept her in a fenced-in yard, so Molly couldn't go get the neighbor milk.
Oh, Molly.
That was embarrassing.
Molly the troublemaker. Yep. All right, it's 8:33. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we will talk about Billy Bob Thornton. He's calling out some celebrities. And some Talladega County parents are demanding answers after an incident last week.
Really?
Involving a school bus and a train. So we'll talk about that when we come back. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Dollar Bill broadcasting live from the Clinton Church Studio. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Some family traditions begin with an ending. Lasting family legacies are established at Martin Funeral Home, where for over 100 years, we have served the families in our community. Bobby, Donnie, Norma, and our family at Martin Funeral Home would like to express our sincere gratitude for allowing us to serve your family. Every life story deserves the perfect setting. We are here to make that happen for you and your loved one. We offer traditional funeral home services, and we are now excited to be the home of the first crematory in Clanton, Alabama. Our goal is to serve our families no matter what their needs are. Martin Funeral Home, serving Chilton County since 1921. Please give us a call at 205-755-3550.
Universal Heights Academy is now enrolling for the following programs: aesthetics, manicurist, waxing, cosmetology, barbering, and the instructor crossover program. We are offering small class sizes for more personalized instruction. Hybrid and online classes are also available. Find us on Facebook or visit uhaway.com for more information on our discounted enrollment rates. Your rewarding career starts with Universal Heights Academy.
Are you tired of big box stores where you're just another number? You deserve better. Furniture that's built to last from people who treat you like family. At Farmers Home Furniture in Clanton, we do things differently. As an employee-owned company, we take pride in personal service. We'll listen to what you need and help you find the perfect piece for your home from trusted, top-notch name brand. Whether it's a cozy sofa for movie nights, a dining set built for real life, or a recliner that melts the stress away, we've got you covered. Don't settle for less. Experience the difference at Farmers Home Furniture in Clanton, where you're not just a customer, you're family. We are back. The time is 8:35. You're listening to Morning Mayhem on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Dollar Bill here with you.
Good morning. Happy birthday, the Marine Corps.
Hold in
Semper
here.
Fi.
Happy birthday, Marines.
All right.
Woo-hoo.
250 years old today. Pretty
Now
neat. What a great legacy.
Now, the Marines is what Gomer joined in Andy Griffith, right?
They what?
Was Marines what Gomer joined in Andy Griffith?
Yeah.
Okay, he joined the Marines.
Yeah.
That's right.
It was Gomer Pyle, USMC,
That's
United
right.
States Marine Corps.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Gomer Pyle.
That was a cute show,
USMC.
too.
Sergeant Carter.
Uh-huh. Yeah, he's the meanin'.
He was funny. Then there was Lee Ermey. Remember Lee Ermey? Now he played as a were they Army or Marine with Full Metal Jacket? That was Marine. That was Army maybe. But anyway, no, it was Marine Corps, I think. He played that famous drill instructor, that was so great. I mean, he was horrible, but he was wonderful. And then he played all kind of great characters. He just died last year. Lee Ermey.
Oh, okay. I don't.
You'd know him if you saw him. He's a famous character actor, but his most famous role was as the drill instructor in Full Metal Jacket.
Oh, okay. I don't remember. I probably remember his face. I just don't remember his
He was always
name.
either a drill instructor or somebody really tough. He was a character. I never got to meet him. I always wanted to. Now my buddy, who was a Marine, met him one time, and Lee Ermey actually gave him a challenge coin because he had because Lee Ermey had been a Marine DI and a Marine in the Marines, was a Marine, so he was really good to fellow Marines, and they just worshipped him.
How do you spell his name? Ermey?
Ermey, IRMY maybe.
Oh, okay.
Lee.
R.
You'll know him if you see his face. He was a character. You can't play. I would play an audio clip of him, but you never can because
yeah, okay.
Because he's gonna have terrible language. It's gonna be not family friendly language.
Yeah, very much.
Very
a lot of
much.
bleeping and blooping. Yeah,
Lot of blinking and blinking. Yep, a lot of bloopers. But great guy and good actor. But boy, he just defined the role of a drill instructor.
Yeah, I see. There most of the things that were on his information was him in some kind of a
uniform.
Yep. Yeah, some kind of instructor or sergeant or something. So yeah. Billy Bob Thornton is in the
love
news.
that guy.
He is calling out celebrities who bring politics to award shows, and I could not agree more. I think that is not the time or the place. That's an award show. Get up there, say thank you, honor the people that
got you
there, and get off the stage. We don't care about what you're trying to save and what political, alliance you've lined up with.
They've been doing it since they started the award shows in a lot of ways, but the last few years it's just gotten ridiculous. I don't watch award shows much anymore at all because they're just not that entertaining to me. They're just more crap.
Yeah. And he says the same thing. He says that he doesn't really care about award shows anymore. He's got plenty of awards and won most of them under the wire when awards were kind of still real. Mm-hmm. He says these days he just looks at it like, oh, okay, we're going to go over here and we're going to have some dry chicken breast and green beans, and we'll listen to people get up there and pontificate how awesome they are. And he's like, it's just, it's crazy. Now, if somebody wins an award and they're really, really
You
honored
love
by
me.
it,
You really, really love me. What was that?
that was Sally Fields.
Sally Fields.
You like me. You like me.
You really, really like me. Oh my
Which is-
God. He, he went
was
through a
cute.
crazy period. He
did.
He's from Arkansas. He's a good old Southern boy. He, I think he still likes to like go hunting and fishing and stuff. But then when he got really famous, he went kind of crazy for a while there with
He did.
Angelina Jolie carrying blood from each other in vials around it, and went through a crazy period. I think he also got kind of mean but he's always considered himself more of a musician than an actor. And he was very close to his brother. They were best friends. His brother, died a few years back, and they were in a band together their whole lives, and it really just screwed him up bad when his brother died. Screwed him up bad, and he had to deal with that. And then as he was getting famous and making money, I think he went through a horrible decade for sure. Now he's kind of back, and of course, I think he is absolutely perfect for Landman.
He is.
I love Landman. I watched that thing,
I'm
and he
so
is
excited.
I found out it was actually written for him.
Really?
Sheridan, the guy that's
Taylor
that's done all
Sheridan.
the stuff that
Love
famous
him.
shows like Yellowstone and stuff. He wrote Landman thinking of Billy Bob Thornton.
Wow.
So that Billy Bob Thornton, in a sense, isn't really acting that much. He's being Billy Bob Thornton in real as a landman.
Yeah, and here's the thing, is that's got to be an honor in itself for somebody to write a whole entire
Series
on you.
Right. Basically thinking of you as the lead character.
Lead character, yeah.
So, and I love that show. It's a great show, Landman.
He's just so he cracks me up because he's just like this beat down guy at home, and then he has to go out and make all these decisions when it comes to this corporation.
And he can stand up to somebody and just say no when they.
But he can't do it to his wife.
Right. He's just well, she's hot.
Well, they were divorced. She was married to somebody else, and then she left him, left that guy, came back to Billy Bob, and the daughter is promiscuous as all get out, and it's just like this whole family dynamic. You're like, what is happening?
And that's going on with all the dynamics of the oil and gas industry, and they say it's it's pretty real. I mean, it's the way. But he did a monologue with this. He took this young left-wing girl out who was all against oil and gas, and I've forgotten why she was with him. Maybe she was a reporter, and he took her out to the wind farms and stuff, and she was. Matter of fact, she was out. She had to use the bathroom, so she had to just go out in the field and use the bathroom in this big open field because they were out in the middle of nowhere, and a big rattlesnake was out there, and that whole bit is funny as it can be. And then he told her about wind energy and solar energy compared to the oil and gas, and he made so much sense. And I looked it up because it was so impressive, and it's basically true about how much oil and gas it took to waste to build that one windmill, because it's made of steel and metal that had to be forged and use oil and gas and stuff to make the steel. You had to use oil and gas to power the big machinery to do it. You have to use gas to cart the metal to a factory.
You had to use what you're trying to absolve.
He said,
That's wow.
And it only has a life of like 10 years of these windmills do before they have to be.
I didn't know
They
that.
only live. The machinery only is good for like 10 years, and then you got to rebuild them at an immense cost that uses tons of oil and gas to produce that windmill. It never makes enough electricity at low cost to ever even go close to making up for the oil and gas it used to make it. It's like
That is wild.
paying $10,000 for a piece of machinery that when it's working, it's going to make you 30 cents a day. You can use it for 100 years and it still will never pay for itself. So anyway, it's a great show. It's entertaining. You can't be sensitive to bad language or situations because it's pretty raunchy, but it's a good show. And I saw matter of fact, they did a full interview with Billy Bob Thornton on Sunday morning, CBS's Sunday morning with what's her name? Anyway, it used to be with Schaefer and all those guys, but now it's Sunday morning on CBS.
Right.
They did a great interview with Billy Bob that they just did like a month ago. And you get to see what he's really like and what he really is. He's like 71 years old.
He is.
Something.
I just saw
And
that.
he's kind of slowed down and grown into being a pretty decent human being, I think.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Not being so weird carrying around vials of. Although I wouldn't mind having a vial of Angela, what's her name?
Jolie.
Angelina Jolie's
Yep.
blood.
That's
She's a
just
hot,
weird.
crazy hot commodity.
She is. She's a nutcase.
Nutcase.
Uh.
She's fun to look at.
All right, it's 8:45. We're going to take another break. When we come back, we will tackle that story about the Talladega County parents that are having a fit, and I don't blame them. After you hear this story, you're going to wonder what in the world. And then we'll go over some Veterans Day programs. I think they're going to be tomorrow as well. So y'all stay with us. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Dollar Bill broadcasting live from the Clanton Tractor Studio. We'll be right back. Workout Anytime in Clanton is now open. Your fitness, your schedule. We have top-of-the-line treadmills and weights, but we are more than just a gym. We bring luxury and results to your fitness routine. Relax in our sauna. Recharge with red light therapy. Refresh in our hydro massage beds. Get that glow with unlimited tanning and push your limits with dynamic classes. Need guidance? Our personal trainers are here to help you set your goals, stay motivated, and get real results. This is your space, your time, your transformation, open 24/7. Workout Anytime, now open in Clanton.
Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
We are back. The time is 8:47. You're listening to Morning Mayhem on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Dollar Bill here with you. Talladega County. Parents are having a fit right now because their children were told to crawl under a train after getting off the school bus home, getting off the school bus to get home on Wednesday. There was a train track at Diamond Lane where 6 kids usually get off at the stop, and the parents usually pick them up right there close by. Well, there was a train blocking the road, and instead of the bus waiting, he let the kids off and told them to crawl under the under the train.
Well, I kind of agree with that, because here's the deal. They said that there was a conductor or a train guy right there standing in that intersection. So obviously he could tell them whether or not that train was going to move anytime soon or not. And apparently it wasn't going to move anytime soon. So these 6 kids, all right, here's the deal, the situation. You let the kids out. Do you just let them out stuck between the main road and the train, where they got to go home down that road on the other side of the train? Do you just let them out? You got other kids to take home. You're still on your route. Do you just drive off and leave these 6 kids? Some of them could be really little, standing by themselves in this little section between the main road where you let them off and the train, which is probably just 10 or 12 feet.
Mm-hmm.
That seems unreasonable. Just leave them out there by themselves on their own, out on a road. All right. Or do you sit there and let those other kids just sit in the bus with you for 40 minutes, an hour? You don't know when the train's going to run, right? So if you've got a guarantee, this is the way I look at it. you got to guarantee that the train is not going to move because the train guy is standing right there. Now you can either say, how long can you watch these kids till the train moves? And then he can't stand there till the train's gone. He's got to get on the train or whatever. So, or do you say, kids, the train's not going to move. Be careful. Just go through the train car. And go under it. And, kids play on playground equipment that's no different really than going under a train or whatever. They're kids.
True.
They probably thought it was phenomenal getting to go through there over the train.
The parents didn't. It was so the bus driver let them off, but the conductor is the one
who said go under the train.
The conductor.
Yeah. Well, he knows trains. He's got these kids out there that are unsafe. They're standing by a road and a train. He knows the train's not going anywhere. He's watching out for them. He said, y'all just go under it. And, trains are pretty high. And so they went under the train and went home with him watching them and him careful. I just think the parents overreacted because if the parents, first of all, if the kids didn't have a parent on the other side of the track to pick them up, they were supposed to just walk home. That's, they may have been nobody over there.
True.
So it's the parents' fault. They should have been down there by the main road to get them.
Well, the bus driver's been placed on administrative leave, but the conductor says, "I'm sorry, I'm the one that told him to come underneath the train."
Yeah, he was doing the right thing. He was a dude watching out for the kids.
That's true. I didn't think about it like that.
Yeah,
That's a different way of looking at it.
Yeah, he was trying to get them home.
Yeah.
And he knew the train wasn't going to move. He sit there watching, and literally that's just going under a parked train is not that big a deal for kids. They would, as long as the train isn't going to move, they're good. Especially with a guy watching, not letting them climb like up and over the knuckle where they could fall or get hurt. Yeah. He's just telling them to go scooch under the train. Mm-hmm. And he watched them and they went home. And what's the bus driver supposed to, do they have a protocol about that? See, that's something I don't know. Is there a rule that says, okay, you got kids that can't get home because the train's blocking the road. Your rule is you stay with them until the train moves, or you put them back on the bus and make them ride the route with you. And then parents are going to wonder if they're at home and their kids are now 40 minutes late getting home, they're going to panic then. If they find out the kids aren't home 30, 40 an hour too late, you're going to assume something happened. True. And if the bus driver doesn't have a rule about staying with them or carrying them with them on the route and bringing them back or whatever, still it seems irresponsible to me to just drive off and leave them there with the train parked. That means they either unsupervised are going to try to go around the train, which would be terribly dangerous because the train, if you don't have a conductor there, he knew the train wasn't going to move. No conductor there, you don't know. You could be halfway under it when it lurches forward.
Here's the thing, though. The driver probably had a cell phone on him. He or she. They should have called somebody at the school and said, here's my situation. How would you like me to proceed?
Yeah, maybe so.
And, then they could say, well, okay, we might need to bring another bus to get some of these other kids home, but you can't leave these kids there. Some kind of something, because that didn't happen, and so now they're on administrative leave for just letting the kids off the bus.
Well,
unless but the conductor can't be held for anything. He was making sure they were safe.
And he was watching it. He was actually trying to help them. And he probably assured the bus driver that he would make sure they were safely.
Yeah, probably.
So I just think a little bit of an overreaction there. But all it does is it proves that may have been one thing they never thought about. Now you come up with a protocol and you fix it. I just don't think they should be so, I guess on leave, it means that they're just looking at it to see if they need to do some kind of disciplinary action. But to me, all that did was maybe bring a point out that there was something they hadn't thought about and they need to write a protocol for it. Otherwise, everyone, it sounds like to me, was just trying to do the best job to get the kids safe and get them home. So
yeah, I didn't look at it from that.
yeah, a lot of that's going to
angle
be
at all.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you got a point there.
And the parents, they ought to be thankful that this bus driver talked to the conductor. The conductor helped the kids and got them safely under the train where knew it wasn't going to move, and watched them get on the other side and head home. That seems like to me they were doing the best they could to help the kids so they wouldn't be standing alone. Because who knows what the bus driver would have done had there not been that conductor there.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
And again, like you said, I guess you could pick up the phone right then, but maybe I don't know if they got somebody they can call. And then, all right, let's say you call the school and the school says, we don't know what to do. Let me call the superintendent. And then they say, the clock's ticking and you got these other kids in the bus. The parents are going to start getting nervous because now they're going to be at least 30 minutes late getting home right then.
Right.
And they still got to be carried home to the drop-off point. So, the bus driver's thinking, I've only got a certain limit of time. I can't call all the parents of all the kids that are on the bus and tell them we're running late or whatever. I guess you can't. I don't know. I think they need to look at it as, I think these people were doing a good job trying to keep the kids safe and get them home in a reasonable time and safely. And that now they know there's a situation that might come up again. Write a protocol, fix it.
Agree.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Now that you've put it to me like that, yeah. Kind of
it's
agree
hard
with the
enough
whole
finding
thing.
people that care about your kids as it is. So
Yeah.
you got this was a situation that they may never have
Because
thought of.
let's face it. If I'd have been walking home on my own, maybe with my brother and sister, and that train was on there like that, our dumb butts would have just crawled under it anyway
Mine too,
without
me
anybody
too.
being there.
I'd have there
We'd
wasn't a
just
conductor,
done it.
anybody. I'd
we
say
just-
bye to the bus and
bye.
go, well, let's go. And we'd go under the
Exactly.
under the train. You might stop and listen to me, see you don't hear anything happening and it's still just sitting there. You scramble under it as quick as you can and go home. Every kid would just, I actually got in trouble one time, not in trouble. I almost got in a bad situation because I was in Alabama and I lived in an apartment that was about a mile off campus and all I had was a bicycle. And so driving, I went home for lunch a lot of times because I was broke and I couldn't buy anything. So I'd go home and eat my bologna sandwich or whatever I had in my apartment. So, and then I might have a class at, I still had like 2 hours. I'd ride my bike home, eat a sandwich, and then head back to the campus when I had to go to class. Well, one day I come across this road near 15th, and there's a train just sitting there. Cars are backed up, like 8-10 cars are backed up. They've been sitting there waiting. Train's just sitting there. And a flat car at that. So I sat there a minute, looked at everybody. I said, well, it's just sitting there. I'll just go over it. So I took my bike and threw it up on the flat car. I hopped up on the flat car and I bent over to grab my bike and walk across the other side of the train car and throw it off and jump off. The train started moving.
Oh no!
So
God,
I'm up on the train and all these people in the cars are laughing and pointing at me on my side because they could see what had happened. And I run over real quick, and now we've gone where I was on the road. The train's now moving, going toward, I don't remember which direction it was going. It was going to the right. So it was going north, I guess. Anyway, now the road's gone, and I'm looking at a ditch and gravel and briar bushes. And the train's picking up speed pretty quick. It rumbled once, and then it started moving. And I was just getting up on it. I throw the bike off and watch it going by, because once I threw it off, the train's moving pretty good, and the bike starts going back to the left. And I just dove off, jumped off. And I hit the ground, tumbled, and went down in this briar patch. I got out of the briar patch. I got bloody places all over me from the stickers and stuff. I trudged through the briar patch because I have to get from here to 10 feet away now, 15 feet away where the train had moved me. I get the bike, it's fine. And I get it out of the briar patch, and about the time I get everything out of the ditch and I'm getting back up on the road to get my bike to ride, the train goes by. And all the cars that saw that whole horrible situation went by me and honked and laughed and pointed at me. I'm bloody. I'm limping along because I scraped my knee. I can't even ride the bike. I'm pushing the bike. And they're all going by laughing at me.
Oh, my gosh.
From then on, I never tried to, if the train was just sitting there, I either turned around, went back to the campus and went to someplace to get a sandwich or sit or whatever, but I never jumped on another train after I learned my lesson.
That is hilarious. I'm sorry. That is your story time with Bill on this Monday.
True story.
Want to remind everybody, tomorrow is Veterans Day. Chilton County Veterans Day program will be held tomorrow.
Great.
At 11 a.m. at First Baptist Church of Clanton on the
Excellent.
Fellowship Hall side.
What time
and
again?
then it's 11.
11.
And Isabella High School will also host a Veterans Day program. Well, they've already had it. Sorry, that was last week. So tomorrow's it.
And of course, there's a big event, I think, at American Village, as there always is. They have fireworks and everything else for that Veterans Day. Flags on I think they put flags on all the graves at the National Cemetery in Montevallo, where all the veterans are buried. The new National Cemetery there. It's not new, but 5 years old, whatever. And the oldest, not the biggest anymore, but the oldest Veterans Day parade in the nation, which is in Birmingham. And it will be tomorrow, I think, at 1 o'clock or so, something like that. Downtown Birmingham, big parade, long parade, just amazing.
My daddy was in the Navy, and he always marched in that Veterans Day
Did he
parade.
really?
Yeah.
Good deal.
Yeah, I used to love to go down
I
and
marched
watch
in
him
it
in that.
many a time. I marched in it the first time when I was in the band in high school. I think it was Berry High School. I was in the band. Then I went to Marion Institute, and the entire school marched in it every year I was there. And then when I got out, and it was at the radio station after I graduated college, we would many times ride in it in the van, waving to people and throwing candy and stuff. So I've been in probably over the years a dozen of the Veterans Day parades.
Wow.
I marched in I marched in 5 of them, and that's a long parade.
It
Of course,
is
I
a
was
long
I was
parade.
18 to 25 years old. It wasn't a big deal, but it's a great parade. So that's tomorrow in downtown, and the weather's supposed to be really pretty, still pretty brisk and cool, but not horrible. I remember many cold, horribly rainy Veterans
Yes.
Day parade.
That's
I don't
what
know.
I
This is
remember.
that time of year where you can have some real heavy rainy days, gray heavy days. That was not pleasant, but we do it anyway.
Yep.
God bless
Love
America.
it. God bless America. All right, that's going to do it for Bill and I.
Oh, and happy birthday to the Marine Corps one
Yes,
more time.
One more time. Happy birthday, Marine Corps. That's going to do it for us on this Monday. Y'all try to stay warm out there. It's going to be really cold tonight. It's going to be cold tomorrow, too. But we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching and listening to Morning Mayhem here on Papa Pete's Radio.